Starting this Saturday, August 1st, state agencies can share what used to be private or confidential information about potential fraudsters. It's one of the new tools the state has to fight fraud.
But one word could make or break whether state officials actually follow through on this. Renee Cooper's live at the Capitol after questioning lawmakers close to this new law about that. Renee.
Well, Kevin, the state law says agencies may now share information about fraud or suspected fraud, but it does not say that they must. Now, the state lawmakers who worked on this legislation on both sides of the aisle say this is a meaningful change. But the question remained, why not just mandate it?
Is there a reason why the word shall or must was not used? Why not just mandate it?
There's always a discussion about whether we should.
DFL Representative Kristen Bonner wrote this new law.
And I think by leaving it a little bit more general, that does give departments a little bit more leadway to think about what their policies are and what's appropriate.
There shouldn't be a reason to withhold anything, which is, in my mind, I would say, effectively helping to cover things up. So I would expect that they would want to.
GOP Whip Representative Jim Nash worked on and voted for this bill, allowing state agencies to disclose any information about fraud or suspected fraud to other government agencies.
But I think that if we begin seeing, as we go down the road, that they're sort of sandbagging the process, that legislators would get together and make it shall instead of may.
It's all intended to catch people suspected of stealing tax dollars from multiple programs managed by varying state agencies.
I don't have data on those percentages or those numbers, but we do know that it does happen.
Is there a watchdog? Is there a regulator that's going to make sure that information is being shared so we're doing the best we can to prevent and fight fraud?
Absolutely. We do have those processes in place. The new Office of the Inspector General will have additional authorities.
Yeah, that's a great question. What I will say is, obviously you understand that the legislative auditor would be looking into things like this.
That would be your expectation of those offices.
It certainly would be, and obviously the legislature retains our purview to make our own inquiries.
I also asked the Minnesota Department of Human Services and the Department of Children, Youth, and Families for their take on this new law and whether they plan to start sharing that information in just a couple of days now. They have not yet answered those questions, but of course, if they do, we'll let you know. Live at the state capitol tonight, Renee Cooper, 5 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Renee.